Hey guys, Austin here from the Nashville Miller Strategy Battle game, and today we're going to be playing Game 1 of our MESBG Madness, which is a fun bracket that I've put together to get games in over the next 9 weeks, since everyone's locked inside right now. So I thought we'd do some battle reports on our channel, and I'll show you the bracket, and then I'm going to show you the scenario we're playing today. We're going to be playing Domination, and we're going to be having 800 points of the Grand Army of the South, led by the Farhad Mumak War Leader, against the Battle of Five Armies Green Alliance, with Thranduil, Dane, and Bard allying with each other. So we'll be right back, and I'll show you the bracket and the scenario and the teams. Alright guys, we're back, and here is the bracket. So today we're going to be having the Battle of Five Armies play against the Grand Army of the South. And then next week we'll be having the Return of the King Legendary Legion go against Barad Dur, led by Sauron. So that should be a pretty fun match. And then the following week we'll have Iron Hills versus Moria. And then the following week we'll have Mirkwood versus Azog's Legion. So how this is going to work is each army is going to have a chance, 2 chances to win a game, and if they get 2 losses, then they're knocked out of the bracket. So we'll have a winner's bracket, and then we'll have a loser's bracket between these two that'll fight off against each other. And that way, an army, if they maybe get a bad matchup or maybe get some bad dice, they have a chance to redeem themselves and a chance for the finals. So let me know what you think in the comments. Who you think's going to end up in the final bracket up here. I'm interested to see what y'all think for that. And so I rolled for the scenario. We're playing Domination today. This is a pretty standard scenario. It's been around for a while, but basically you have a center objective here, and then the armies roll to see who gets priority, and they'll place 2 markers on the board, and then the other team will place 2 markers on the board. So for the victory points, you'll score 2 victory points for each objective marker that has at least 1 of your models, no enemy models within 3 inches. You score 1 for each objective marker that has both friendly and enemy models, but more friendly than enemy. And then you get 1 victory point for causing 1 or more wounds on the enemy leader. And then you score 1 victory point if the enemy force is broken at the end of the game. So the leader for the Battle of Five Armies is going to be Bard, and then the leader for the Grand Army of the South is going to be the Mumak War Leader. And then looking at the armies here, we've got the Battle of Five Armies Green Alliance here. It says 1,000, but I've changed that to 800. So we've got Bard the Bowman with armor on horse. We've got Sigrid and Tilda, his $2 to give him the free heroic combats and the increase to his fight value. Then we have 6 Lake Town Militia with sword and shield, 5 Lake Town Militia with spear and shield, and we got Alfred the Counselor to make a total of 15 models. And then we've got Thranduil kitted out on his elk with 3 Palace Guard and 3 with glaive and shield. And the Palace Guard have shields as well. And then we've got Dane Ironfoot on his war boar with 6 Iron Hill Dwarves with spear and shield, and 1 Iron Hills dwarf with sword, shield, and banner. And that makes a total of 8 models, to a total of 30 models. 50% will be 15 models, and then 25% will be 7. And then our total point count comes out to 800 here. And then going over to the Grand Army of the South, we've got the Mumak War Leader with 12 Harad warriors with bows in the Halda to make a total of 13 models. Then we've got the Harad Taskmaster to potentially give my guys free heroic moves and marches for 1 model there in his own warband. And then we've got the Mahood King with war spear and shield, with 8 Mahood Riders with war spears to get the +1 to wound. And then we've got the 1 Mahood Raider with banner and war spear to make a total of 10 models. And that comes out to 799 points with a total of 24 models with a break point of 11, and then 25% would be down to 6 models. So we're going to roll for priority here, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back, and we're going to roll for priority here. I've got these 2 dice. I'm going to roll for good and evil. Blue will be good, and red and black will be evil. These dice were made by Chessex, and they have our team logo on it. It's got the tri-star for the 3 great cities of Tennessee on it, and then the 1 ring elven script around it. And we do have these dice for sale if you want them. They're on sale for $1 a piece, so just message in the comments or shoot me a PM on our Facebook group under Frost and Featherstone, and I can get you some of these dice. We also have some gold and silver dice that I'll be using today for the Haradrim, and then we also have some green and gold dice as well for sale. So let me know if you want any of these, and I'll get them out to you. So we'll go ahead and roll for priority here, and we'll see who goes first. Alright, so it looks like Good is going to get to place first in this game, so we're going to deploy real quick, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Alex Wright of Right Terrain Gaming. He made us this beautiful Battle 5 Armies board, as you can see here, with all the scattered terrain on it. This was made for our March on Music City tournament in 2019. And he did an absolute great job on it. We did a 6x4, this is actually a 6x4 board. We're playing on a 4x4 today, but for the 6x4 we actually played the scenario Battle of 5 Armies, which has got like 2,000 or 3,000 points of good versus evil for that board. We had a great time last year playing that. So just want to give him a quick shout out, and then go ahead and show how deployment happens. So with Good deploying first, we've got Dane here on his war board with the 3 dwarves on either side of him with the banner in the back. And he deployed just outside of 11 inches of the Moomock. And then the Moomock here with the war leader on it, he deployed right at the front line, so that way he can try and get charges in as fast as possible. And then after he deployed, we had Thranduil over here on his War Elk, and he charged out he's deployed right outside of 11 inches of the Moomock for there, and then I've got his Palace Guards on either side of him, and then I've deployed the Camel Riders over here to the left of the Moomock, and I've got the Mahood King right there. And then I kind of spaced out the Mahood Raiders on either side of him, so that way they could kind of stagger their charges a little bit. And then I placed Bard just outside of 10 inches of them, so that way they won't be able to get charged on the first turn. We've got Bard here on his horse with his Lake Town Militia on either side of him. And I deployed his daughters right behind him, so that way they're protected a little bit. And then I've deployed Alfred right back here on this last objective for last. So we'll go ahead and roll for the priority. And I also did want to give a shout out to the Game Cave. They are our local gaming store here in Nashville, Tennessee that we play at usually every week. We also have our tournaments there. And their store is still open, just not open to the public. So if you want to help support them, they've got these dice that you can buy, but also if you give them a call, which is the Game Cave in Hermitage, Tennessee, or also check out their website, and you can pick up stuff at the door from them. So we'll go ahead and roll for priority here, and best of luck to both armies. I'm looking forward to this game. Alright, so it's a tie, so we'll do a reroll. Alright, so Evil is going to go first. So we're going to first, what I'm going to do with for priority is I'm going to have Alfred use his ability to where he can spend will in order to give Bard might. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 3 dice for all of his 3 will to see how much might he's going to be able to give Bard. Basically, I roll 3d6 for each will that he's giving. And if I get a 2 through a 6, he's going to give that will as a point of might to Bard, and he can actually increase past his max to a maximum of 6 here. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I got 2 3s and a 6, so he's going to give all 3 of his will to Bard as 3 points of might. So Bard's going to go up for 3 points of might, and we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, we're back, and our camels here, they moved up 10 inches to where they got closer to the to Lake Town over here. And then I had my Moomock, he swiveled right, and he moved towards the elves since they are lower defense. And once I moved them, I also moved my Taskmaster to where he's right over here now. And then after I did that, Thranduil, he cast his Hour of Dismay for basically to give his guys terror within 6 inches of him. So the Moonmok charges, he'll have to do a courage check there. And then the Dane and his dwarves, they charged up full movement there. And then the Lake Town guys over here, they just backed up their maximal movement, so that way not as many of them would get charged in this next turn if Evil does get to move first. So now we're going to go into shooting. The Moonmok had priority here, so what we're going to do here is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys here that can all see Thranduil. I think only ones that have direct shots would probably be this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this one as well, so 8. So we'll have 8 shots going to Thranduil here, try and dismount him, and we'll be right back with those shots. Alright guys, we're here. Now I've got 8 dice here that I'm going to roll. I'm looking for 4 ups here to hit. Alright, so we've got 1, only 2 there, so not very many, below average. Now we're going to see if it hits the horse or rider. So 1 and 1. So we'll go here. It's a strength 2 bow against the elk. And the elk is defense 5. So 2 on a 5 is going to be looking for 6s here. And did not get that. Then looking for 6s as well on Thranduil. And I did get a 6 there, so we'll cause a wound on Thranduil. Thranduil will use a point of fate. Does not pass. Do second point of fate. He's going to go ahead and use a point of might to might that up. So he's got 2 down, 2 might down, or sorry, 1 might down, 2 fate down there. So not bad for the first turn. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in the back that are going to be shooting at Dane here on his Warp Pig. So we're going to shoot 4 shots here into Dane. We got 3 hits. I'll do horse or rider. We got 2 on the rider, 1 on the War Pig. So here we're going to go on the War Pig. The War Pig is defense 6, so 2 on a 6 will be looking for 6s here. Did not get that. And then we've got 2 on Dane. Dane is defense 8, so 2 on an 8 is looking for a 6x5 here. So nothing there. Alright, so that's their shooting. Now we're going to go over to Bard. Bard's going to shoot. So he did move less than half. So he'll be able to shoot here. He's going to try and shoot into the Mahood King here. So he's got 3 shots. They're strength 4 shots with the great bow. So we're going to do first shot to see if it hits. And Bard is going to hit on a 4 up here. So does not hit, so that's a miss. So that'll be it for shooting, and we'll be right back with priority. Alright guys, we're back here for priority for turn 2 to see who goes first. Alright, it looks like the evil player will get to go first again. It looks like Thranduil is going to be within range, at least some of his guys are going to be in range to get charged here. So the Moonmok is going to call a heroic march. And then I'm also going to call, I will not call anything with the Mahood King here. So I'm going to see if he's going to get a free one, since he's 6 inches from the Taskmaster. I forgot to move the Taskmaster, so I ended up moving him there. So we'll see if he gets a free one here. And he does get a free one, alright. So his march is going to be free. Dane is also, he's going to call a heroic move here. So we're going to see if that move is canceled because of the Moonmok War Leader's ability. And it is canceled, so Dane will not get to move there. Alright, so we will be right back with the movement. Alright guys, we are back. The Moonmonk moved 9 inches and he's going into this this palace guard right here first, and he's 4 strength 9 on defense 6, so we're going to be looking for 3s here to kill this guy. Got 1 3, alright, so he's dead. And then we're going to go into the next guy right here. Again, 4 strength 9 on defense 6, looking for 3s. And got him. And then he's going to be just outside of charging these other 2. Right there. And then we'll go ahead and move the camels and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. So this camel had about 8 inches to get to this front Lake Town guy right here. So we're going to see if he rolls to wound him. I'm looking for a 5 here to wound. Does not wound him, so he's going to stay right there. Then the Mahood King charged this Lake Town guy right here. Again, looking for a 5 to wound. Does not. And then I had this guy charge into this front dwarf here. So 4 on defense 8 is going to be looking for a 6 here. So we'll see if he wounds him. Does not. We'll just go to the next guy here on that guy. Looking for a 6. Did not. And then last guy on the back, on that back guy over there, looking for a 6 here. Did not. Alright, so none of those guys got their damage off there. So now I'm going to move to the good guys and do their movement, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, so I did forget to do the courage check with the Moonmonk for charging in, so let me check that real quick. So we got an 8 there. He's good there for the first charge, and then charging into the second one. Got a 4, so he's good there as well, because the Moonmonk King has got a courage of 6, so just needs a 4 to pass, so he's good there. Alright guys, so now we're going to check and see courage checks on the Moonmonk. So we're going to start with Thranduil. He's normally courage 6, goes down to 5 because of Harbinger of Evil. So we'll see if he's able to get a 5 here. Looking for a big 5. Got a 10, so he's going to be able to charge into the Moonmonk here. And then we're going to go for the guys in the back. They're normally 5s going down to a 4, so they're going looking for 6s here. So he got a 7, so he's good. So this one is, I'm just going to have this guy wrap around 6 inches. Kind of like right there. And then this guy next here. So that is a 5, so that's not going to be enough. So this guy right here is going to be scared stiff. Then we'll go over here to this palace guard, looking to charge in over here. Again, looking for a 6 here. I got a 9, so he's going to charge in. And then his guy in the back is just going to spear support here in the back. Alright, and then Dane, we'll go to Dane's movement. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, so Dane ended up moving up 8 inches to be about 6 inches away from the Moonmonk here. Then a dwarf with a banner and 2 of his dwarves there and 1 dwarf there moved up with him 5 inches as well. And then the good guys, so these camels charged these dwarves here. These Lake Town guy, he was not quite enough to get 6 in, but he's close for next turn. And then my Lake Town over here, they were just outside of charge range for that guy, but this guy charged that guy there. So that way it'll be a one-on-one. My Taskmaster moved over there to where he's within 6 inches of the Mahood King there, and to try and get some free heroic moves off. And then the other Lake Town guys, we had Barad charge in the Mahood King here to kind of help out the fight there. And then we've got these Lake Town charge that camel over there, try and get some damage off. So we'll be roll here for the heroic actions. Actually, we need to do shooting now, so we'll go to that and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back here with shooting. Evil's going to shoot first, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 6 and 7. I'm going to shoot at Dane right there on his War Pig. So we're going to roll for those real quick. So 7 shots, looking for 4s here to hit. Alright, so we've got let's see, 1, 2 shots again. Got a whole bunch of 3s, but not quite good enough. So 2 shots. Now looking at horse or rider here. So 1 and 1. So first looking at a 6 on the war pig. Got a 6. All right, so that's going to put a wound on the war pig, but the war pig does have 2 wounds, so he's got 1 left. And then we'll do 1 for Dane, looking for a 6x4 here. And got a 5, so not going to be quite enough. So that's all the shots there for the Mahood, and there's no shots for good, so we'll be right back with combats. Alright guys, so we're back. So the Mahood King and Bard right here are going to call heroic strikes. So we'll see what they strike up to here. So the Mahood King is, he is a fight 5, so he's going to need a 5 up here in order to get to 10, and then Bard is normally fight 5, he goes up to 6, so he just needs a 4 here to get to a 10. Alright, so they're both at 10, so it's going to be tied on the fight for there. So we're just going to basically go down the line here just to make it easy. So we've got 4 guys on the camel that charged in here, so it'll be 4 on 2. And we'll see who wins the fight here. So the camels do have higher fight, so if they get a 6, they will win the combat. So they get a 6 here, so the camel is going to win. And because he charged in, all the front guys are prone, so he'll get double strikes here. And the camels are, they are strength 4, so 4 on defense 5 is looking for 5s here. So we're going to start on the first guy here that's prone, looking for 5s, and got a 6 and a 5, so that guy's dead. And then we're going to try on the second guy, again looking for a 5 here, and did not get it. Alright, so that guy is good, but he is prone. So we'll go over here to the Mahood King next. And it's going to be Bard and the Mahood King. So the Mahood King's got 3 attacks, the Bard's got 3, and then these guys have 2. So I'm going to have Bard be the 3 dice because he can might his up. I'll have the regular guys be green and gold, and then I'll have the 3 dice for the Mahood King be the red dice. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Alright, so we got tied here on fight, so Mahood King got a 6, and then Bard got a 6 as well. So it'll be a roll-off. The Mahood King had priority, so 1, 2, 3 goes to the Mahood King, 4, 5, 6 it goes to Bard. So it goes to Bard here, so the Mahood King will back up an inch. So he backs up an inch there. Alright, and now Bard's going to have strikes. Bard is going to be strength 4, going into defense with the Mahood King is defense 6 with shield. So 4 on a 6 is a 5, so he's looking for 5s here. He's just going to roll all 3 of his dice into the king, and then so is the 2 guys on the ground. And the 2 guys on the ground, they're only strength 3, so 3 on a 6 is a 6, so they're looking for 6s here. Oof, so not good at all. As you can see there, so 1, 2, 3 with Bard, and a 1 and 2 with the 2 guys on the ground. Bard's not going to use 3 points of might to do a wound here, so just nothing's going to happen with that combat. Then we've got this one here. We've got 1 on 1 here. So we'll see who wins that one here. I think I'll just do 1 on 1. Alright, so it's tied on fight. They both have a banner, so we'll let the Lake Town guy go first since he's going to lose the fight otherwise. So he gets a 4. Now this guy is within banner range of the banner right there, so he's going to re-roll. See if he can get a 4 or higher. He does not. He gets a 3. Alright, so he's going to lose the fight. Back up an inch. There. And then Lake Town is strength 3. Strength 3, and they're going into defense 5. So I'm looking for 5s here. And he got him. All right, so that is one camel down. All right, so now we're going to go next over here. We've got these two camels into these two guys right here. So it'll be 2 on, it'd actually be 4 on 2. So we'll see who wins this here. All right, one flew out. All right, so the dwarves got a 6. They're going to win on the fight, and there's no banner within range there. So they're going to strike against the two. We're going to do both. We'll just do 1-on-1. So we'll start with 1. So they're strength 4 into defense 5. So looking for 5s here for the first guy on the left. Did not get that. It was a 2. And then the second one, same thing. Got a 1. So no damage there. All right, so now we're going to go over here to the Mumok fight. So we've got Thranduil on his elk, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. So Thranduil will get 3 attacks, and then we'll have 4 guys in that as well. Thranduil's got the higher fight here. So if he wins, he will win the combat. So we'll have Thranduil be the green and gold here. And then we're going to have 2 guys on the ground, or sorry, 4 guys on the ground. So again, just looking for a 6 here. Get a 6, we win the combat, or win the fight, I should say. We did get a 6, all right. So he's going to win the combat there. The Mumok is going to move back, or actually, Mumok's not going to move back an inch because he can't move back. So all the guys are just going to move back an inch. All right, so now looking for strikes. The Mumok is defense 7 here, and Thranduil, because he's mounted, is strength 5, so 5 on a 7 is going to be looking for 5s here. So we'll roll those first. So we got 1 so far, and I think we're just going to leave it at that, so that way we can have some might left for that. And then the guys on the ground, we've got 4 guys on the ground, strength 3 going in, and they do get +1 to wound because they're, at least the Palace Guard does, so we'll have the Palace Guard be the gold one. And so he would normally strength 3 and the defense 7 would be 6s, so the gold one's looking for 5s here. The other ones are looking for 6s. So nothing there. Alright, so now because the Mumok was wounded once, he needs to do a courage check. Again, just looking for a 4 up here to win. And he did, he got a 10. Alright, so he's good, but he goes down 1 point of 1 wound, so he's down to 9 wounds now. And we'll be right with priority. Alright guys, we are back, going for priority for turn 3. Here we go. Alright, so both got a 6 here, which means that good is going to have priority here. The Mumok is going to call a heroic move, so we'll have Dane here to see if he copies it first for free, since he's within 6 inches. He does not copy it for free, so Dane and Thranduil are going to call heroic moves here. We'll see the first one if it gets canceled or not. So that would be Dane's. We'll see if he gets canceled here, looking for a 4 up to cancel. Does get canceled, so Dane will lose that might, but Thranduil's move will go off here, so now we'll roll to see who gets to move first, if it's, and then the Mahood King and Barad are also going to call a heroic move. So we'll see here, Mumok or, well, we'll just roll to see who gets the move here first. So 1, 2, 3 goes to evil, 4, 5, 6 goes to good. And it goes to evil here. Alright, so we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, so we're back. So the Mumok got to charge in here with his move. We're going to roll for a 4 strength 9 hits against the elk here, just looking for 3s. Should kill it. So yeah, I got 4 wounds there. So now Thranduil's going to roll to see if he lands on his feet or if he's prone. So he does land on his feet. Alright. So we're going to move this model from the game and bring in his foot model. Alright, so now we're going to roll 4 strength 9 hits on defense 6, so looking for 3s here for wounds. And we got 3 wounds there on Thranduil. So Thranduil's down to 1 fate. He has to pass this fate in order to stay alive. And he got a 6. Alright, so he passes his fate. He's going to take 2 wounds here. And then the Moonmock's going to stay right where he's at. So we'll be right back with the rest of the movement. Alright guys, I forgot to do the courage check on the Moonmock to see if he can actually charge in here, so we'll see. So he got a 7, so he's good there. So now we're going to do the counter charges against the Moonmock here. So we're going to start with this elf coming in here. Again, he's looking for a 6. Got a 4 there, so he's going to be scared stiff. We're going to go to this guy here next, looking for a 6. Got a 9, so he's good. He's going to charge in right there. We're going to start with this guy, see if he charges in, looking for a 6. Got a 10, so he's good. He's going to wrap around here to trap him, trap the Moonmock. This guy's going to spear support over here. And then Dane is going to charge in here, and then doing a courage check. And he got a 7, so he's good too. So he's going to charge into the Moonmock as well. So that's going to be all the charges there, and we'll be right back with show you the rest of the movement. Alright guys, to show you the rest of the movement. So once the Moonmock charged, then the good player got to move with Bard's heroic movement. So Bard charged the Mahood King, so cancel his move. And then we had this guy charge here, and this guy charge on him as well. And then this camel counter charge there, so we'll roll for that. But then this guy charged in, he spear supported here on this guy against the Mahood King. This guy charged here, so we'll roll for that real quick. So we'll roll for the first one here, charge on that guy, looking for a 5 to wound. I did not get it. Then we'll look for the second one here. Got a 2 there, so nothing there. Alright, and then we had these guys, these 2 Lake Town guys, charged the Taskmaster and the Banner. And then these 2 guys charged in against the Banner guy. And then this camel charged in here on this guy. So we'll see if he does a wound. Looking for a 5 here. So did get it. So this Lake Town guy is going to die. And then he's going to charge in against the next guy here. Since he can continue to do wounds as long as he had movement. He only moved about 5 inches there. So we got another 5 there, so it's going to take that guy off. And he's got about enough movement to just get into this guy here. So we'll see if he can get another 5 to kill him. And got a 1, so nothing there. Alright, so in here we had the 3 dwarves charge these 2 camels here. And then we had this lone Lake Town guy charge that camel there, so that way he couldn't get charges off. So that's all of our movement there. Now we'll go into shooting. Alright guys, so we're back. So good does not have any shots here, so we'll go to the evil guys. So these 3 guys here can see that one elf right there that was scared stiff. So we'll have 3 shots here going into them, looking for 4s here to hit. So we got 1 shot there that hit. Now to see if he wounds, I'm looking for 6s here. No wound there, so that's a 2. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to shoot into that Banner guy right there. So we got 6 shots. See if we can get some wounds here. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That hit. So now we're going to look and see if they wound. So defense 6, so it's going to be 2 on an 8 is a 6 by a 5. So we'll see if we get some wounds here, and then we get rerolls on 1s. So we got 1, 1. Looking for a 6 by 5. Nope. Alright, so nothing there. So no shots. So now we'll go into the combats. Be right back. Alright guys, so just for simplicity, we're going to start with the Moonmok fight. So we've got Thranduil here, he's going to have 3 attacks. Dane in the back's going to have 3 attacks. And then we've got 3 guys in the combat here for regular elves. So first I'm going to start with Thranduil's dice for 3 dice here. Again, all we needed is 6 in order to win the combat. So we did get a 6 there. Alright, so the Moonmok, they're going to back up an inch since they won the fight. Alright, so now Thranduil is going to look for wounds here. He's going to be looking for 5s here again. So we got 1 6 there, so that's going to be 1 wound. So we'll go, and the Moonmok is, so that's 1 6 there. So then we'll go for Dane next. Dane is 5s normally. He's going to go down to 4s with his hammer. He's got triple 1s there. Alright, so nothing from Dane. And then the other 3 guys are going to need strength 3 on 7, are going to be looking for 6s here. Alright, so we got 2 wounds in total. So now the Moonmok is going to do some courage checks. Again, just needing a 4 here in order to pass his courage. So he got a 6 there. And then second one, got a 7 there. Alright, so he passes his courage checks. So that'll be that combat, and we'll be right back with the other combats. Alright guys, so we're back. So Barad's going to call a free heroic combat here against the king. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. It's going to be the king and, Barad and this guy against the king. So Barad will have 3 dice plus 1 guy. So we'll have Barad be the gold dice here. And then we'll have the regular guy be the green and gold. And just looking for a 6 here. If he gets the 6, then he wins on the fight. And we did get the 6 there. Alright, so he's going to win the fight. The king's going to move back an inch. And then we're going to roll to see if he deals the wounds here. So Barad, again, just needs 5s. The regular guy needs a 6 here to wound. Oh man, alright, so got low diced again for wounds. Barad's not going to spend, I don't think he's going to spend 2 might. Yeah, he's not going to spend the 2 might there to win that combat. So he unfortunately is not going to move. So next we're going to move to this got 1 guy against the camel and the Taskmaster. The Taskmaster is going to be the red dice. The Taskmaster does get 2 attacks, and he has a point of might, so he can use that if he wants. And then we'll have this be for the camel. The camel is going to just attack normally here, and if he wins this fight, he'll will win it, and the guy will be trapped. So I got a 2 high so far. We are going to reroll that with the banner. So I got a 5 there. All right, and then the Light Town guy is going to shield here. He'll be the green and gold. Alright, so got a 4 high. We'll use the banner for Barad. Got a 3. Alright, so that guy is trapped. So he will, we'll see if he gets killed here. Taskmaster is strength 4. So both of these guys are looking for 5s here to wound. And we did get a 6, alright, so that guy is killed. Alright, so now we're going to go here. This guy on this guy. So this guy charged him. So he's going to get 2 dice, and then Light Talon is going to shield here, try and stay alive. Alright, so right now it's 4 high with the Haradrim are going to win the ties, but we do have a banner here, so Barad's going to use his banner. Got a 4 here still, so that's that right there. So he's going to win the fight. He's prone. Double strikes here, looking for 5s here to wound. Nothing on the first set. Second set, got double sixes. All right, so that guy is dead. All right, so now we'll go over here to the other fights. We had this guy on this guy, so the camel charged him, so the camel's going to get 2. The Lake Town guy is going to shield here. All right, so the Lake Town has 5 height right now, and the other guy, the Haradrim, is not within range of a banner, so he's just going to move back an inch. And the Gat guy is shielded, so he's going to stay alive. So then we've got over here, we've got these 2 on this camel, and camel did not get to charge here, so he's going to shield. This will be 2 on 2. All right, so the camel did get a 6. He's going to win the fight there, so Lake Town's just going to back up. And this is shallow water here, so nothing to worry about there. And then we've got 1-on-1, and the Rodrim's going to shield. So got a 4 high so far, Barad with his banner. Got a 1, so nothing there, so that guy's also just going to back up an inch. Alright, so now we're going to move over here to these combats. So we've got this 1-on-1 with this camel. The camel is going to shield here. Camel got a 6, so this Lake Town guy is going to back up an inch. Then we've got 2-on-1 here. The camel is going to shield. So right now we've got a 5 high, and there's no banner for the dwarves, so they're just going to move back an inch. And then we're going to go 1-on-1 here, and we'll have the Harad just strike normally here, and the dwarf is going to shield. All right, so the dwarf wins that with a 5 high. So the camel will move back an inch. And that is it for the combat. So we'll be right back with turn number 4. Alright guys, we are back at the start of turn 4, rolling for priority, and here we go. Alright, so it looks like Evil is going to have priority here. Dane is going to call a heroic move, then the Moonmock's going to call a heroic move here. So then Dane will potentially get this one for free. So we'll see if he gets it for free first. So looking for a 4 up. Gets a 5, so he will get it for free. Now we'll see if it gets canceled or not. It does get canceled with a 6 because of the War Moonmock's ability. So Thranduil is also going to call a heroic move here with his last point of might. And we're going to see who's going to get priority here. And then also, Bard is going to call a heroic move as well. So we'll see who gets the priority here for movement. And so it'll be 1, 2, 3 goes to the Moonmock. 4, 5, 6 goes to the good guys. Alright, so it goes to the evil players first. They'll get to do their movement. And then we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, so we're back. And the Moonmock turned around, and he's going to charge straight towards this elf right here. And first going to do a... so he is outside the 6-inch bubble from Thranduil, so he will not get the terror bubble. So we're going to be rolling 4 strength 9 hits on the elf here, looking for 3s. And got him. So that's that elf. Then we're going to go keep on moving up here. Going to move up into this elf next. Again, looking for 3s here. And did get a 3. So this elf is dead. Alright, so we're going to keep on moving straight and see who he comes into contact with next. So he's going to be going into contact with the banner bearer next for the dwarves. So he's going to be, because he's in base contact with 3 of them, it's going to be strength 9 on defense 8. And so we'll be looking for a 4 here for wounds. And we did get a 4, just 1 4, but we did get a 4. So he's going to die. Because he's in base contact, he's going to pass it off with this guy right here. So I'm just going to move him over. So that dwarf is dead. So we're going to keep on moving up, see who comes into contact with next. So he's going to go with this guy here next. Again, so now he's only defense 7, so 9 on a 7 is looking for a 3 here. Alright. And we did not get a 3. Got a bunch of 2s and 1s. Alright, so he's going to stop right there. But he is in base contact with him there. And then we're going to move over to Bard's movement. So we'll be right back. So Bard moved first. He charged into the Mahood King here. And then this Lake Town guy charged into this camel. These 2 guys charged into this camel. And these 2 guys charged into this camel. So that way they could not get charges off. But then goes back to evil player's priority. This one charged into Bard here. So we're going to be doing a strength 4 hit on his horse as well as on the rider. So Bard's horse is just defense 4 here. So just looking for 4 to wound. And does not wound him. And then for Bard, Bard is defense. He is also defense, but Bard has the armor, so he's defense 5. So looking for a 5 here to wound Bard. And did not get a 5 there. Alright, so nothing there. Then we'll go ahead and do this one. So this camel charged in there. Alright, so looking for a 5 here. Got that one. So that Lake Town guy is dead. Then we're going to move, this camel is going to charge into this bat guy over here. Actually, we'll charge in the Alfred first. So we're going to charge in the Alfred here. Looking for Alfred is, let's see. He's defense 3, so 4 on a 3 is looking for a 4 here. Got a 3 there, so no wound on Alfred. Then we'll go to this camel on that dwarf. He's defense 7. 4 on a 7 is looking for a 6 here. Did not get it there. And then we'll go that one on that one there, looking for a 6 as well. And did not get a 6. All right. So that is all the charges and all the movement. Actually, not all the movement yet. We're going to do courage checks now for charging into the Mumok, since the Mumok whiffed on killing that last banner guy, and rolling 1s and 2s there. So we're going to first go with Dane. He's going to charge in because he's fearless. And then his dwarfs are going to be able to charge in as well. So this dwarf's going to charge in. Then we'll do courage checks, first starting with this guy. Again, he is courage, goes on to courage 4 because of the Harbinger of Evil, so he's looking for a 6 here. I got it, just barely, got a 7. So he's going to charge in. We're going to do this guy next on there. Again, looking for a 6. I got an 8 there, so he's good. And then we're going to do Thranduil here, and he's looking for a 5. And he got an 8, so he's good there. Alright, so they all charged in there. Now we will go to combats, and we'll be right back. Guys, so I forgot about shooting here. So we're going to have, I'm going to have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. I'm going to be shooting at this dwarf supporting back there. So we're looking for shooting real quick. Looking for 8s. Sorry, looking for 4s here. Let's see what we get. So we got a lot of nothing. Looks like only 2 of those hit. So now we're going to be looking for 6s. He's defense 7, so 6s by 4s here. And nothing. Alright, so nothing on shooting. Will be Bard's going to call a free heroic combat from the girls. And I think that's going to be it. So we'll be right back with Bard's combat. Guys, we're back. So we're going to have the Mahood King and and this camel here are going against Bard, who did a free heroic combat. So Bard's going to have 3 dice here. And again, all he needs is a 6 in order to win the combat, since he's got higher fight. We got a 4 high. So we'll roll and see what the Mahood King, and we've got 1 Camel Rider, so total of 4 dice. Mahood King has no might, so I'm just going to roll them all the same here. And so the Mahood King did get a 5, and he is within range of the banner. Actually, he's out of range of the banner, so he will not get that. Let's see, I might be able to, yeah. Let me measure this real quick. So he is within range of the banner, so I will re-roll one of those real quick. Alright, so still 5. Alright, so Bard's going to use a point of might here to move his 4 up to a 5 to win the fight. And that will bring him down to his 3 original might again. So he's down to 3. Alright, so now Bard's going to again try and he's going to try and kill these guys here, so we're just going to roll the dice one by one. He is strength 4, going into defense 6. So looking for 5s here, so roll the first one. Nothing on the first one. I'm going to roll the second 2 because he still has 2 wounds left. And nothing on the second 2, so whiffed again there with the heroic combat. Alright, so now we're just going to go down the line here. These 2 guys charged into this camel here. So the camel is going to shield, so it'll be 2 on 2 dice here. Alright, so the camel has a 5 high, so he'll win the fight. So far, we'll have a banner from Bard. And got the 6. Alright, and that camel is outside of range of the banner. So he's going to move back an inch. And those guys are going to be wounding on 5s. So we'll see if they can get a 5 here. And they do. They got 2 5s. Alright, so that camel is dead. That's second casualty so far. Second casualty so far for the Farhad army. Then we'll go ahead and do this one here next. It'll be these 2 on this camel, and that camel is going to shield as well. Alright, so the camel is within range of a banner, so he's going to do a banner reroll, see if he can beat the 5. Or tie it. Nope, he gets a 3. Alright, so the camel's going to move back an inch. And we'll see if these guys can get a 5 here. And they do. Alright, so another camel dead. It's 3 camels gone. Alright, so we're going to go here next. It's going to be just one-on-one here. So I'm just going to roll like normal for the camel. Alright, so camel wins so far. See if you can get better than a 2. Nope. Alright, so got a 2, so camel's going to win here. Camel did not charge, so he will not get double strikes. So again, strength 4 on the defense 5, looking for a 5 here. And did not get it, got a 4. Alright, so that's all those combats there. Now we're going to go over here to Alfred and the camel that charged him. So it'll be 2 on 1. And Alfred is unarmed, so he's going to get -1 to his fight roll. Alright, so the camels are going to win that. He's going to be knocked prone, so strength 4 on the defense 3 is looking for 4s here to wound. So got 1 wound so far. And we'll go ahead and roll the second set, see if it just outright kills him. Alright, that does kill him because he's only got 1 fate and 1 wound, so Alfred is dead. We'll go over here next, so this camel onto that dwarf. The dwarf is going to shield here. The dwarf's going to be the gold dice, and camels are going to be red. Alright, so camel has got that one, 5 high. So that dwarf is going to be prone. Right there. Throw a prone marker on him. Alright, so camels are strength 4 into defense 7. So those are going to be looking for 6s here to wound. Nothing on the first set, and looking at the second set. And we got the 6. All right, got that big 6. All right, so the dwarf is taken out there. And then we've got the camel charging into these 2 dwarves here. So we'll see, the dwarves are going to fight normal here. And the camel is going to strike as well. So the camels can be red, dwarves are going to be gold. All right, so camel again wins that with a 5 high. All right, so that dwarf in the front is prone, again looking for 6s here. Nothing on the first set. And got a 6 on the second set, so that dwarf over there is also taken out now. All right, so now we're going to go over to the Moomok fight. So we've got Thranduil, Dane, and the other dwarves over there. They all passed their courage test, so we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular guys, and then Dane and Thranduil. So I'm going to roll Dane first, because he does have might. If we get a 6 here, he'll win it. We got the 6, alright, so we'll go ahead and roll for wounds here. So normally needing 5s, going down to 4s here. So got 2 wounds there from Dane, and then we'll go to Thranduil. Thranduil is looking for 5s here. I got 1 wound there, so that's 3 wounds. And then the 5 regular guys are looking for 6s here, because their strength 3 goes down to 3 on a 7 is a 6. And we got 1 6 there, so a total of 4 wounds on the Moomok. That will bring the Moomok down to 3 wounds in total. All right. Now we'll see if the Moomok stampedes. All right, so Moomok is going to roll 3 courage tests here, or sorry, 4 courage tests. Just needing 4s to pass because of the Moomok King. I got an 11 on the first one, second one. I got a 4 just barely, so passes that one, third one. I got a 6 on that one, passes that one. And then last one, getting a 5. So he passed all of his courage tests there. So that will end the combat for turn 4, and we'll be right back with priority for turn 5. We are back, and we'll start priority for turn 5. Here we go. Alright, so Evil is going to have priority here with a 6 high. So I'm going to have Barad call a heroic move here. And Dane is also going to call a heroic move. The first roll to see if Dane's heroic move gets canceled here. Cock die. And it does get canceled, so Dane is going to be out of might here. And he's not going to get his move off. So Dane is out of might. And Bard's going to get his heroic move to go off first. So he will get to move. Brings him down to 2 might. So we'll be right back with movement. Alright guys, we're back. So Bard charged to the Mahood King and this camel here. And then these guys that were right here, the Lake Town guys, charge into the banner bear here. And then these 2 Lake Town charge into this camel here. The 2 girls moved over just a little bit, so that way they would get out of the charge range of those camels over here. And then this camel charged into this dwarf here. So 4 on a 7 is looking for a 6 here, so we'll see if he gets a 6 to wound. No wound there. We'll go to the next camel, going to charge in here. Looking for a 6. Got the 6, so that will kill the dwarf. And he only moved about, probably about like an inch or so. So he'll have another 9 inches to move. So he's going to move over in this direction. And then this guy is going to have 10 inches to get into that dwarf. So he's going to charge into the dwarf behind the banner. And see if he gets a 6 here to wound. And he does get a 6. Alright, so that's going to kill that dwarf over there. Back, and the Moomok just swiveled his base over. He touched this elf here, so we're going to go ahead and do the 4 strength 9 hits on that elf before he charges into Dane. Alright, so again, just looking for 3s here to kill the elf. We did, we got a 4, so that'll be good enough there. So kills that elf. Now this is going to officially break the Battle 5 armies, so next turn they'll be broken. Alright, so now we're going to charge into Dane here. And we're going to roll into the pig here. So the pig is defense 6, and then the Moomok is just looking for 3s here to wound it. Alright, so we got 2 3s, so that's going to kill the war pig. Now we're going to roll for Dane to see if he lands on his feet or if he goes prone. He does land on his feet with a 6. Alright, so bring in Dane's model there. Alright, now the Moomok is going to roll 3. So looking for 4s here against Dane with the Moomok. Alright, and we only got 1 there. So it's going to be 1 wound on Dane. We'll roll to see if he fates it. And he does with the 5. Alright, and we'll be right back for movement. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do the courage checks here. So we'll do 1 courage check here onto this here. Again, looking for, he goes from a 5 down to a 4, so looking for a 6 here to win the courage check. Got a 6 there, so wins that automatically, even though that dice was cocked. Then we'll go into 3-handed will. 3-handed will goes down to a 5, so looking for a 5 here to pass. Got that. We'll go with the 9, so he's going to move in there. So then this dwarf is going to move in here. Got a 6, that'll be good enough. And then we've got this dwarf, he's going to try and charge in. Actually, because he's within Dane, he's going to automatically get to charge, so charge in there. Alright, so we will come back with, so there's not going to actually be any shots here, so we'll just go right into combat. So we'll go ahead and, Bard's going to go ahead and call his heroic combat again. So it's going to be Bard against the Mahood King and this Mahood Raider here. So Bard will get 3 dice here. Alright, see if he gets a 6 to win the fight automatically because he's got higher fight. Did not, so he got a 3 high there, so pretty poor. Alright, then we'll roll for the Mahood King. Gets 3 and then plus the 1 Raider. So a total of 4 dice here. And got a 4 high. Alright, so not great for the Mahood, but he is going to be within range of the banner, so we'll go ahead and re-roll one of those here. And got a 3 high. Alright, so Bard is going to increase that 3 to 4 to win the fight. So he'll be down to 1 might now. And we're going to try and put wounds in on the Mahood King again here. So again, looking for 5s. Alright, only got 1 there. So 1 wound on the Mahood King. We'll go ahead and roll for fate. So first fate here. And got a 4. So he'll pass his fate. So we'll be right back with the other combats. So we've got these 3 guys against the banner here. Banner's going to shield, so the banner will have 2 dice against 3 Lake Town. We'll see what happens here. Alright, so the Mahood got a 5 high, so he's going to beat the Lake Town. We'll use the banner from Bard to see if he is able to get a 6 here. And did not. So the banner man will survive, live another day. Just going to move back an inch. Got him tied up a little bit here. Alright, so he moved back. Now we'll do these 2 on the camel. The camel is going to shield here. Alright, so the camel did get a 6, but Lake Town also got a 6, but the camel's got higher fight, so Lake Town will back up an inch. There. And we already did this one. So next we'll go for the big kahuna. We've got Dane and Thranduil. So we'll go ahead and, since they're all out of might, I'm just going to roll them all together here. So Dane's got 3. Thranduil is going to have 3. He'll have be the gold dice. And then we've got 3 guys left over there, so it'll be 3 dice altogether. So we've got 9 dice in total. We'll see what we get here. And I'm going to have one of these dice be the gold and green. This will be the Bannerman, who's going to get -1 on fight. Alright, so we did get a 6 here. So that means the Mumok will lose the fight because he's going to have lower fight here. So we'll be right back with the wounds. Alright guys, so we are back here. We're going to look and see for damage. So the Mumok only has 3 wounds left. If he's dealt 3 wounds this turn, then he will fall. So we're going to start here with the Dane on the Mumok. Looking for 4s here, so see if we can get a big 4 to kill the Mumok. If we can get 3 big 4s here, the Mumok is dead. Alright, unfortunately, we got a 1, 2, 3 there, and Dane is out of might, so he will not be able to do any wounds there. We'll next go to Thranduil. We'll have 3 attacks. And looking for 5s here to wound. Got nothing. 3, a 2, and a 3. So nothing there, whiffing here. And then we're going to do the last 3 here, looking for 6s here. And got 1, 6. So 1 wound on the Mumok. The Mumok will go ahead and do the courage check. See what happens here. So he got a 7, so he's good. Passes his courage check. He brings him down to 2 wounds. And that will end the turn. So we'll be right back with priority. We're back. We're going to roll for priority for turn 6. Here we go. Alright, so the evil wins first again with a 5. Barad is going to use his last point of might to do a heroic move here. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back here. After Barad got his heroic move off, he charged back into the Mahud King here and the Camel Rider here. These 2 Lake Town guys charged into this camel. And then I had 3 Lake Town guys again charge into the banner here. This camel moved over here to claim this objective. The Taskmaster is over here. He's over here now within 3 inches of that marker to control that one. And then I had my 2 camels over here. And the one camel here on the far charged into this dwarf right here. And then the other one came around and charged into Dane here. So now the Mumok, he's swiveled over and he hit this dwarf first, and he's going to hit this elf next. He's going to try and turn around and charge into Thranduil here. So we'll do first doing 4 strength 9 on the dwarf. Looking for 3s here to wound. So got a 5 there. So this dwarf will be dead. And then we're going to have this one go onto the elf here, also looking for 3s to wound. And got 2 big 6s, so this elf's going to die. And then the Mumok is going to finish swiveling over here to charge into Thranduil. So he is going to have to do a courage check here to try and charge into him. So just needs 4. He got a 7. Alright, so now he's going to do 4 strength 9 on Thranduil. Looking for 3s here. And got 3 3s, so that is going to kill Thranduil. So he's removed from the game. So he basically is going to finish his movement there because he charged in a straight line and is going to call it there. So we'll be right back. Bard's going to call a free heroic combat again, and then we'll see what happens with that. Here, Bard's going to call his heroic combat here against the Mahud King and the Mahud Raider. So we'll have Bard go first since he's got the higher fight. He is looking for 6 here to win the combat, or to win the fight. Did get a couple of big 6s there, so he's going to win the fight automatically. Going to move him back there, and going to move him there. So again, looking for 5s here against the king. We'll first go against the We'll go against the we'll go against the king here. All right. So looking for 5s. And got no 5s once again. Got 2 2s and a 3. And that's terrible dice luck there for him. Alright, so we're going to go next into these two, into the camel. Camel's going to shield. Camel's going to be the gold dice. So 5 high so far. This camel is going to be within range of the banner. So we'll go ahead and reroll this to see if he can win it. Did not. Got a 4 high. So Lake Town going against the Mahood Raider here, looking for a big 5 to kill it. And he got it. Alright, so this camel's going to be dead. And then we're going to go here. So these 3 on the camel with the banner is going to shield. And against 3 Lake Town. And we'll see what we get here. Alright, so the camel got a 5 high, so that's going to be the highest so far, since it beats on the ties. But we do have Barad, so he's going to do a banner reroll. See if we can get a 6 here. And he doesn't. He gets a 2 high. So the camel is going to win that. These guys are going to back up an inch. Then we'll do this combat over here. On the camel on that. I actually charged there, so I need to roll to see if it wounds on the charge real quick. So again, looking for a 6 here. No 6, alright. And then we'll do the one against Dane over there. I forgot to do that one as well. So looking for a 6 by, so 4 on an 8 is a 6. So looking for a 6 here. And no 6 there, alright. So we'll go ahead and do the first combat with the camel charging in on the dwarf. The dwarf will get -1 to his fight. And the dwarf will shield because he does have a shield. So we'll see what happens here. Alright, so it's tied on fight. So we'll do a roll-off basically because they're tied on fight values here. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The Mahood Raiders only fight 3, so actually the dwarf will win that one. So we'll just have the Mahood camel just move up back an inch. And then we'll have Dane on the camel here. So Dane's going to strike normally with 3 dice, and the camel's going to shield. Alright, so Dane will win that, and just looking for 3s here to kill the camel rider. And he got him. Alright, so that's an air camel down. Alright, so now that now that the Battle 5 Armies is broken, we'll roll to see if the game ends. On a 1 or 2, it does end. And it does not end, it goes for another turn. That's a big 6 there, so we'll be right back with priority. For beginning of turn 7, rolling for priority. Alright, and it goes to the good guys with a 6 there. So the Moomonk is going to call a, with his last point of might, is going to call a heroic move. We'll see if Barad can copy it for free, looking for a 4 up here. And does not copy it. Alright, so the Moomonk will get to move first here. So we'll be right back with movement. Okay, guys, so we're back here with movement. The Moomonk just charged into this dwarf here. So we'll roll to see who wins the movement here. Alright, just looking for 3s in order to kill the dwarf. And here we go. And we did get a 3, a 4, and a 5. So that dwarf is going to die. And then we'll go to Dane next. Be the next one in line to be charged here. Looking, he's defense 8, so looking for 4s here in order to wound Dane. Alright, so I got 1 5, so that's going to put 1 wound on Dane. So we'll roll to see if Dane takes the wound or not. So first point of fate, going to use. Got a 5 there, so he's going to pass up that. And this guy was also within range to move. So he's just going to move over 10 inches towards the center objective here to claim that one. and we'll be right back with the rest of movement. Guys, here we go. We're going to have the Mahood King is going to first... actually, we're going to have this Camel Rider. He's going to charge into Bard real quick. Doing a Strength 4 hit against Bard, against the Rider and the horse. So first looking for 4s here on the horse. And he does get it. So so Bard is going to do a test to see if he lands on his feet or if he ends up prone. Here we go. Got a 4, so he's going to be fine. He'll just stand on his feet. Then we need to do a 4 on Bard. So looking for a 5 here to wound Bard. And did not wound him there. So then the Mahood King is going to charge in on Bard, where he's going to be at right there. Looking for a 5 here to wound him. Did not wound him. Alright, and then the Camel here, he's going to charge in on this guy right here. And we'll see if he wounds him here. So looking for a 5 here to kill him. And got a 6 there, so this Lake Town guy is going to die. And we'll just move right on along. This guy's going to then charge into this one. Looking for a 5 here. Nope, not a big one. All right. So that will finish their movement. These two guys are going to charge in on the Camel to trap it. Probably going to be the end for Mr. Camel here, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bypass shooting because there's not going to be any shots here to be done. So we'll go ahead and go to the combats here, and we'll be right back. We're back. We're going to go ahead and do the fight with Dane and the Moomok here. So Dane's going to get 3 dice. All he has to do is get a 6 here, and he wins the fight automatically because he's higher fight than the Moomok. I got a cock die there, so reroll that. I got a 5 high. All right, so the Moomok here has to get a 6 in order to win it. So it's the first turn in the game, actually, where the Moomok is actually going to get a chance to roll. And he's going to have 3 attacks here, so let's see if he gets a 6 to win it. And he does. He gets 2 double 6s. That's huge. All right, so Dane's going to lose the fight, and the Moomok is only strength 5. So strength 5 against defense 8 is going to be 6s yeah, 6s here. So we'll see if he can do some wounds on to Dane. So we got 1 wound there, so that's going to be 1 more fate roll for Dane. We'll see if he passes it here. Looking for a 4 up. And he gets it. Alright, so Dane is officially out of fate. So we'll go ahead and go to now Bard against the Mahood King and the Camel. So we'll go ahead and do Bard's first, since he's got the higher fight. He'll call the free heroic combat. Looking for 6s here. Got a 5 high. Alright, so we'll see if the Mahood King, they both get charge bonuses here. So the Mahood King will get 4 dice. And the Mahood King will need 4 dice, and then the other Mahood will get 2 dice, so a total of 6 dice here. See if we can get a 6. And we did not get a 6, but we are within range of the banner right there, within 3 inches. So we'll go ahead and reroll 1 to see if we get a 6 here. And we did. We got a big 6. Wow. All right, so Bard is going to move back an inch. He is prone now. So we'll get double strikes here. And the Mahood King does, they both have War Spear, so they're going to get +1 to wound. All right, so normally they are, the Mahood King is strength 5, and the Mahood Raider is strength 4 against Bard, which is defense 5. So the Mahood King will normally need 4s going down the 3s here. So we'll see if he can see what happens here. Alright, so we got 3 wounds there. Reroll this one. I got 4 wounds there on Bard. We'll go ahead and reroll another see if it just automatically kills him here. And he does, so that's 6 wounds there in total, actually 7 wounds in total, so that is going to kill Mr. Bard, our leader. And I think this might be pretty much gonna be close to pretty much the end of the game here. We've got the 4 guys here against the banner. The banner is going to roll, is going to shield here. So we'll see what happens here. All right, so we got 5s. Bard is not alive anymore, so the 5 with the that shielded with the banner is actually going to win it here. So they're going to move back an inch. All right, so we will be right back with priority. We are rolling for priority for turn 8. All right, so Good is going to get to go first. So we'll go ahead and start by doing the courage checks here. Now, the Lake Town guys are pretty weak. They're only courage 3, so they're going to need 7s here. So we're just going to start here and go around. So going for the first one, needing a 7 here. Got an 8, so he's good. We'll then go to the next guy, looking for a 7. Got a 3, so that guy is going to run away. We'll then go to this guy here, looking for a 7. Got Snake Eyes, he's going to run away. Last guy there on the objective, looking for a 7. Got a 4, he's going to run away. All right, now we're going to go to the girls here. So the girls, this first one here, also looking for a 7. Got a 6, so she's going to run away. And we'll run to this last girl over here, looking for a 7, big 7. And we got it, so she stays around pretty much by herself, not looking too good. And then we'll go ahead and go to Dane over here. Cock die. So a 5, he's normally courage 7, goes down to a 6, so he's going to be fine. So we'll be right back with movement. Quick to see if the game ended. So we'll roll real quick to see if the game ends on a 1 or 2. It does not. All right, so ends up going on forward. All right, so this Lake Town guy right here, he charged into the banner. These 2 guys, the Mahood King and the Mahood here, they charged across the water into Tilda, Bard's daughter. So we're going to see if they wound here, looking for Force here to wound. So here we go for the first one. Does not on the first one, going for the second one. Does on the second one. So she does have, she only has 1 wound, but roll first point of fate. Passes the fate. All right, so she will survive. And then Dane, Fearless, charged into the Moomok there. So we'll go ahead and just do the combats here. So we'll start with these 2 on the girl. And they charge, so they're going to get double strikes here. Don't really want to see this, but they're going to probably take this girl out here. All right, and they get the 6, so they're going to win. She's going to be prone. Just looking for 3s here to wound. And she's definitely dead. All right, so Tilda is gone. Now we'll go over here. This guy on this guy. The banner's going to shield. Regular guy's going to fight like normal. He got a 5 here, so the banner is going to win. So this guy will just back up an inch. And then we'll go over to Dane over here. Dane is going to attack the Moomok. He's got 3 attacks. Looking for a 6. No, got super low. Alright, so not looking good for Dane here. See if the Moomok can win on fight. So he does get a 6 here, so he's going to win the fight. And we'll go ahead and roll for wounds here on Dane. So again, looking for 6s here to wound him. And nothing there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and roll to see if the game ends. Looking for a 1 or 2. Nope, got a 6. Alright, so it goes for another turn, and we'll be right back. Priority for turn 9. Here we go. Alright, so Good wins again. Alright, so we will be right back with movement. We're back after movement, so this Lake Town guy charged the banner. These 2 guys then charged him, so we'll roll to see if it kills him. So looking for a 5 here. Here's the first one. Nothing on the first one. Second one. Nothing on the second one. All right, and then Dane charged the Moonmok over there again. So we'll go ahead and do that combat. So Dane's got 3 dice, looking for a big 6 here. Nope, got a 4 high. We'll see what the Moonmok gets. Got a 5 high. All right, so the Moonmok will win that again. Dane will move backwards, looking for a 6 to wound Dane. Nothing with that. All right, so no wounds there. Then we'll go on to this one. So they charged him, so they'll get double strikes. And he's got higher fight, so we'll roll to see. So that's going to be 4 dice from the king. See what we get here. You get a 6, wins automatically. Got a 5 high there. Then we've got 2 more from the other guy that charged, and then 1 from the guy that did not charge. So 5 high. All right, so Lake Town's going to shield here. He's got a chance to win a 6. Just need a 6. And did not. All right, so he is trapped. They all have war spears, so they're wounding on... the king is going to wound on a 3 here. Normally on 4 it's going to go down to 3. So we'll see if we get a 3 here. All right, so we did get that 3 here, so remove that Lake Town guy. Now we're going to roll to see if the game ends. All right, so looking for 1 or 2 to end the game. And does not end, so it's going to go on for 1 more turn. We'll be right back with priority. We are beginning at turn 10 for roll for priority. All right, so Moonmok is going to win with the big 6, so we'll be right back after movement. We are back with movement. The Moonmok is going to turn and charge straight into Dane here. So he's going to be rolling 4 dice here. Looking 4 dice. On defense 8, looking for 4s here to wound. Let's see what we get. All right, so we got 2 wounds there on Dane. Dane is out of fate, so he's going to be down to 1 wound left. And that the camels over here, I had my Mahood King right here, and my Banner Bearer, they moved up 10 inches to start towards this marker in case they make it. So now we're going to go into combat. So Dane's going to go first. Dane's going to have 3 dice, so we'll go ahead and roll 3 dice here. Looking for a big 6 to win this. You got a 4 high. Alright, so now the Moonmok has a chance. If he wins this, Dane will be prone, so we'll get double strikes here. Only 3 dice, so let's see what we get. Gotta get a 6. And we got the 6, so we got a big 6 there for that, so Dane is going to be prone. Put a prone marker next to him. Alright, so now the Moonmok is going to roll. Just has to get 1 6 with 6 dice, so we'll see what happens here. And we got the 6 to finish Dane off. So Dane, may he rest in peace, is the last model for the Battle of 5 Armies list. And he fought valiantly, but could not take down the Moonmok, unfortunately. So because the Grand Army of the South tabled the Battle of 5 Armies list, it will be a 12-0 victory for the Battle of 5 Armies. We ended up taking 4 out of the 5 objectives for the game. We killed the leader, we broke them. So otherwise it would have been a 10-0 victory for the Grand Army of the South. So guys, I'll be right back. All for joining our video tonight. I had a great time playing these 2 armies, duking it out against each other. So for the first game, the Farharad Grand Army of the South Legendary Legion won that game with a 12-0 victory. It was a great game, very tough fight. Unfortunately, the Battle 5 Armies dice were pretty cold this game. Many fights where Barad just could not get wounds on the Mahood King. Otherwise, I think it could have turned out differently for the game. But guys, thank you all for watching this tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe and share the video. And stay tuned for next Friday. We'll be posting our next battle report, which will be Barad Dur, with Sauron leading that against the Return of the King Legendary Legion, with Aragorn leading that list. So it should be a really fun game. We'll be playing on a new board. This will be the Mordor board made by Alex Wright, so I hope you can join us. Stay tuned for that next Friday, and we look forward to seeing everyone then. Have a great week, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.